I was frustrated in seeing two different organizations with two different thoughts and not a lot of synergy, and we were losing because of it. And so we said, maybe we should do something.
In 1997, a group of dedicated pharmacy leaders in Wisconsin recognized a better way forward for two professional organizations to come together as one to advance the profession, share resources, and ultimately enhance patient care. They spearheaded the One Voice, One Vision campaign that made this leading-edge model a reality and created the Pharmacy Society of Wisconsin as we know it.
And so Tom stepped forward and was one of the two leaders of this initiative that really became, ultimately 20 years later, the most successful organizational initiative in pharmacy that had happened to date.
I've traveled a lot in the last decade, and I've been in many states, and I've looked at health systems activities. And there is something unique about PSW, and the tipping point was when the PSW occurred.
Because once PSW was formed, there were people from every practice setting. We just came together and it was a natural fit.
Without even knowing what it would be, we just knew that it was possible to do something better than what we had at the time.
I think what we envisioned at that point in time has become so much more.
One Voice, One Vision became the foundation that today continues to spearhead thousands of pharmacists, pharmacy technicians, and pharmacy students in every corner of the state.
That was 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago.
And I negotiated his first contract.
Yeah, he did.
And I gave him too much.
Wow, this is gonna make me feel old, I think.
Well, good. You go first.
1998.
20, 30 years.
Can I ask one more question? Are we both in the shot at the same time? Okay. So I shouldn't just...
We went out there, and it was a fall day. It was like a Thursday night, and there was all these pharmacists around, and they were barbecuing. They were cooking like brats and hamburgers out in this back barbecue.
So now I'm sitting in a car with both John Bowman and Sue Sutter, who to me were my pharmacy idols.
I was just hooked because you never, in any profession, do I think that you would ever go into an environment like that, and where these just seasoned, expert people are welcoming you to the profession.
We were meeting then Governor Thompson for the signing of the bill that would give pharmacists the legislative authority to give immunizations.
So as I transitioned to a more managerial role, I had almost mentors that I could bounce ideas off of.
Networking, information, advocacy, leadership.
If you're ever seeking out information, you can reach out to them and they can match you up with someone to talk to or someone who has those answers.
I was able to experience not only the mentorship of my residency director, but then also the others that were participating through that activity.
When you go to the Capitol, you could speak as, hey, we're a membership organization of this many members, of pharmacists who believe in this, and have people from the profession speak to why it would be important to their practice setting and to the patients and the providers they work with. So I think that was a huge strength.
In addition to all of the education you get from it, there's a lot of fun. We have a great time. I have some great friends here.
Part of it's cultural. We've found that a big part of what's enabled PSW to be successful is the culture that we purposefully worked to create. We talk about breaking bread and popping corks together. We think it's important to have that social engagement.
At the end of the day, in everything we do, individually and as a group, our end goal is to make a positive difference in patients' lives.
Our ultimate goal is to make the patient better, that they make the best use of their drugs. And so anything we can do to make that better is what we want to try to promote.
For me, One Voice, One Vision meant that we were going to do that with the patient in mind, with whatever the profession decided to do.
They help us work better with our patients to offer them the care they deserve and hopefully get to the outcomes that we want, which is better health for our patients.
While we celebrate the milestone of the 20th anniversary of One Voice, One Vision, we also keep an eye toward the future, looking for ways to illuminate our path forward and continuing to walk that path together.
Actually, we'd probably rather be part of the Young Kids Club,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah. But I think down the road, we're hopeful that it's going to be more of the same, because it's the spirit of innovation, collaboration, mutual respect. It's hard to beat those core values that we have embedded in the fabric of PSW.